So today, I picked up this new figure. It's Superman from Superman 3. Superman 3. And I really like this one. And I can't wait to review this one for you. So on to the review table.
Now this is a figure that I have been waiting for some time for. I don't have the regular version, I only have the platinum version, which is just ridiculous. I won the platinum off of McFarlane Equal. I pre-ordered the regular version off of Amazon and it's still not shipping. It says February 5th, which is ridiculous. On to the review. Here is the front of the package. As you can see, the nice little platinum edition sticker. Back of the box features a nice look at Christopher Reeve as Superman. Side of the box, other side of the box, top of the box, and the bottom of the box in case you need that UPC. With a look at the packaging out of the way, let's go ahead, open this guy up, and let's play or review or whatever. So here is Superman out of the box, and as you can see, he comes with a ton of accessories. So let's start off by taking a look at some of those. First off is the card that comes with it, the McFarlane Collector's Edition card. Back of the card, in case you need to read that, but if you've seen Superman, the Christopher Reeve movie, well, you know, you don't really need to see this. I don't like that it says Superman the movie 1978. They should have put a different card in here because this is the Superman from Superman 3 where he gets the fake kryptonite from Richard Pryor and goes all wacky-doo. Now this one does come with a flight stand, so it's not the typical black base that you normally get. It has the one peg here, the DC logo there, and this little piece right here that just slides in like so and snaps in, and now you have a nice flight stand that you can attach him to that I never use, so I'll probably take that off and just use the bottom. He does come with an try that one again. He does come with this alternate head. You can see it just features the heat vision getting ready to charge up there in his eyeballs, so I'm not really a fan of this one. I do like the look of the one that came on the body. Lots of hands here. I don't know which go with which, but lots to choose from. So you have like a sort of a flying hand and sort of a half grippy hand here. Then you have the Superman's #1 hand and another grippy hand. Then you really have a couple of flying hands here. And you have another grippy hand and a hand holding the green crystal that creates the Fortress of Solitude. So now let's take a look at the figure himself. So like I said, I do like this head. He does have the 5 o'clock shadow going on, just like in Superman 3. He's got the hair's sort of, you know, messed up just a little bit, getting messed up there, because that's what happens in the movie. I love that McFarlane has given us these wired cloth capes now. This is just one of the biggest upgrades in the line that I've seen in quite a long time. The first big upgrade was the ankles and the wrist joints, and now the cloth capes. Really doing it. If he could just get rid of the diaper, we'd be in business. Overall though, just a great look at Superman. The S is raised. You know, when I looked at this in promo shots, I thought this was not a raised piece and it was just painted on. But it is, it's like all McFarlane figures have. It's actually, the symbol is raised. You can see that, it sticks off the figure. Back of the figure, he does have the S on it with the darker red. Man, this is just awesome. This is like an awesome figure to own. I can't wait to see like the real version when I get it in my hands. Overall, just looking at it, man, this is just really cool. The only gripe I have after looking at it for a few minutes off camera is the wrist pegs. I don't know why they didn't do skin colored wrist pegs because they're blue. You can see he has a little cuff right here on the sleeve. So that would mean that's the end of the arm. Why do that? It's just like a mistake in the building of the figure or the process, or I don't understand why do that. I mean, I guess I could go in and match paint and try to paint him this color, but that's the only real gripe I have about this figure. With that said, let's take a look at the articulation on this guy. Head can move up, not all that great. Can look down, pretty nice. Turns all the way around and rotates side to side. He does have the little kind of butterfly, faux butterfly thing going there at the shoulder. Rotates all the way around. Now, I will say these are really, really loose. I've never seen, I might have seen a couple this loose, but man, this is like in the top 10 of loose arm joints on McFarlane figures, especially the DC Multiverse stuff. His biceps turn all the way around at a 360. Look at that double jointed elbow. Man, that thing gives you some real movement. Now, it looks really awkward if you look at it from the side, but it does give you some great mobility. Wrist can turn up and down, rotate all the way around. Just remember the blue, ugly wrist joint. He does turn at the chest if you want him to do that all the way around, and he has some movement there. He can turn at the waist as well. He can go all the way around if you want him to do that. Cape's got the wires going over here, so you can adjust this cape just about any way that you want. That thing can move and stay in any kind of position that you put it. His legs have a little movement back and forth like that if you twist them. No thigh cut as usual. He can almost kick his butt with the double knee joints. Ankle movement, he does have the clicky ones. They're awesome. Ankle rockers as well as a toe bend, which is stuck. Come on, toe. Bend, toe. It's about as far as I'm getting it, but it should bend all the way back. With that said, that is an awesome figure. As far as the paint app goes on this guy, I think they did a spectacular job. I mean, I don't know that they could have done any better with this other than the stupid wrist joints. I'll stop harping on them. I'll stop. But like I said before, he's got the 5 o'clock shadow on his face, which is really, really nice. I love the attention to detail they put on the face. You know, this might be the best live action actor's face they've ever sculpted. You know, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot, Jason Momoa, I mean, there's been a lot of misses in the McFarlane line, but I think they knocked this one out of the park. They even went so far as to put like the little grunginess. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's like dirt spots on his knees, a few dirt spots here and there. So they kind of went in with like a brown wash and really like scrubbed him a little bit to give him that earthy dirt kind of feel to him like the costume in the movie had. So kudos to McFarlane on that. There's a nice little turnaround of the figure, and I do think that, man, if you can find this guy, which I got this feeling he's going to be readily available soon. If you can find him, pick him up. Pick up the regular edition, because if this is any indication of the regular edition, I'm sure it's going to be fire as well. This is just an awesome figure, something I never thought we would have. As soon as he announced the Reeve figure and then he said a platinum version, I kind of thought this is what we were going to get. But in a million years before that announcement, I never would have thought we'd gotten Drunk Superman or Mad Superman or whatever you want to call, Evil Superman, whatever you want to call him. A nice nod to Superman 3. Now all I need is a Richard Pryor figure to adorn the side of Superman. That would be the ultimate companion piece to this. All right, so if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up, that subscribe button. I sure would appreciate it. Check me out on all the social channels as DC Collectors. And remember, as always, God bless.